Who would like to do the recap for a point of inspiration?
I think I've passed it up a couple of times now. I'm ready to do it.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
have a point of inspiration?
I do. Think I'm gonna have to use it this time, though.
Maybe.
Maybe let somebody do it who doesn't have a point of inspiration just in case they need it.
I was thinking we could let Caird win so that she can explain what happened to the freaking horse.
Oh God, I gotta remember what happened last time. It's been a busy month, guys.
Well, let me refresh you. Last time on the Meddlers of Mischief.
So glad there's somebody here that can remind me.
I mean, I'll do it. I have it written down.
Go for it.
Yeah, please do.
Last time on the Meddlers of Mischief, the party, along with their new ally Stig, began their foray into the swamplands, their first tentative steps, a summary of what awaits them. Wading through the sewer-scented river, they kicked up a slurry of silt and sludge squelched, sucking at their shoes, slowing them considerably. Nevertheless, the party eventually stepped once more onto dry land. Aided by Morgan and Whiskey, the party proceeded to their intended target, the dead tree at the center of the swamp. They were unnerved to discover totems along their path depicting tentacled-faced eldritch horrors. Pressed for time, the party ignored their foreboding warnings and continued. It was at this point that the party began to notice a change in their undead pack horse, Beauregard, its increased hostility and taste for flesh. A nightly stroll it decided to take cost the party a day's travel tracking him down. As they backtracked in the right direction, the party were assaulted by plant-like creatures. The party managed to rid themselves of the weeds with little harm in return, and afterwards the party had to admit that they were fortunate to have Stig with them. While the party sat down for supper, uh, now a bit more comfortable around each other, began to retell their adventures to Stig and he to them. This peace wouldn't last though, for as Nick stepped out of the safety of the hut and was thus snatched into darkness. Giving chase, the remaining members braved the night and the floating flaming skulls that came with it. With Whiskey hot on her trail, the party shoved through the underbrush foliage, past the oversized footprints of their quarry, and across a bridge littered with eldritch totems, until they broke into a clearing. Before them, laid out, was an apparent city in the trees. What lies waiting for the members to meddle in this time? Find out now.
All right, give yourself a point of inspiration.
Already got one,
Then you'll get bonus XP.
which is perfectly fine.
All right, yes, you guys are just crossed a bridge spanning a chasm. Deep, which you saw deep below was another swamp-filled river, and now you see this what seems to be some sort of village, and in the village, in the center of this village, is this giant tree, this dead tree, dead yet full, yet dead yet alive almost. You see black moss and creeping vines around it. It's very unsettling. And as you guys are trying to figure out how to approach the situation, it begins to rain. And it's like a downpour rain. Next, you are currently knocked on. You are currently unconscious. As you were when you got snatched into the middle of the night, your head was head over you. They hit your head, and you were knocked out. So, what would the rest of the party like to do?
I'm going. Do we see any signs of movement?
Um, give me a perception check.
I also would like to observe.
I will as well.
Galliford and Caradwin, you do notice movement. You see little figures moving around, and you see big hulking creatures as well. Stig, you're kind of mesmerized about this village and the hulking tree in the center of it.
Is this the tree we've been trying to get to?
You can safely assume yes. And Gallenford, you could tell that the smaller creatures are definitely goblins.
Do I recognize the larger ones, what they might be?
You could give me a nature check. They are very similar to the goblins, but you don't know exactly what they are.
Vic, do you have any idea who these goblins are?
What goblins?
The ones moving around over there.
There are goblins here. My perception was so low I didn't notice them.
Do we see any totems or anything that define like what this tribe might be here?
You do see more totems kind of set in places throughout the village. They are definitely similar to the ones that you guys have seen throughout the swamp.
Okay, so the dark eldritch ones that we saw.
Yes.
Great.
Is there any sign of where they might have taken Nyx?
Give me an either investigation or perception check, your choice.
Alright, let's try my perception once more.
Yes, as you guys are huddled and hidden in the grass and whatnot, you see one of the tents you see the entrance being guarded. The entrance being flanked by two goblins.
I'll point and I'll say they probably took her there.
But you do see goblins and these larger creatures patrolling the encampment.
And when you say larger, medium, large.
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 Would I have any idea what these might be through any readings that I did about this place before we got here?
Give me a nature check.
Okay.
These are ogres.
Oh, shit. So those big things are ogres. And I don't think they're gonna like that we're in their swamp.
Ogres. Oh, I've seen a few of those in the Feywild. They look a little different.
Do you have any experience fighting them? That might be useful to know about?
This is a dire situation, so I'm not gonna sugarcoat or lie. My brother and the three other musketeers fought them. Me, not so much. But I've seen what they've done. They either confusing them by being too quick for them to strike, or overwhelming one with numbers, but they didn't fight large groups of them. They normally singled them out and then took one out at a time.
Well, I think since they're walking in patrols, it'd be a little hard to get one of them to follow us without, the rest of the patrol doing it as well.
So we're gonna have to try and stealth this.
Yes.
Though
There's
there's
three
a
of us.
problem.
So,
I'm assuming.
currently, right now, you guys are on, let's say, the south side of the camp. You're facing, and you see the entrance leading up into the tree. This is there. So, where do you guys want to sneak through here, or do you guys want to try to enter in through another direction? The Nyx, the guarded tent or building or whatever is over to the west.
I don't suppose you could send your birds, kind of maybe confirm Nyx's location.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, if I can, I'll send Morrigan to kind of scout about. I was gonna ask, are there a lot of like ravens in the area, or would they be kind of an? Would I know if they might be unnatural to this area of swampland, just in general?
You can. You can give me either a perception check to look for more ravens, or give me a nature check to discern whether a raven will be uncommon in this situation or area.
I will give you the nature check.
You think that a raven would be, if caught, probably if a single raven flying around the camp will probably grab attention.
Okay. I'll send Morrigan kind of through the branches, higher than I think most people would probably be looking on their patrols, kind of evading behind people rather than going directly above them or in front of them in any way. Just try to keep her out of sight a little bit.
Can you guys see the map?
I can see the map. I think it is all black.
I see darkness.
Okay, that's what I meant. You see darkness.
Yes.
So you guys, I'm gonna put, just so you're aware. Okay, this is one of my bigger maps. Again, Nyx and Stig. This is a 100 by 100 map.
Okay.
There are going to be some slight movement rules, just because when I made the map and I made it on Incarnate and transferred to Rule 20, and trying to size it, things were getting much larger than they should have been. So the outside you guys are going to be is going to be 10 feet movement outside of the tents. And inside the tree, if you ever decide to go inside the tree. Inside the tents is normal 5-foot spacing.
Okay.
That's my only movement rules that I have going on. And currently, you guys are on the outskirts, so you're not on the map yet. Just so you guys can see a little bit. Actually, I'll say you're over here in the corner. Bottom left.
Bottom left, okay.
There we are.
So there we go. I will say as well, something I forgot that I had last session, but after looking at my character sheet, I definitely have it. I have the goggles of night, so I do have 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay. I will give your token night vision.
But I definitely forgot about that last session.
Next, you are kind of coming to a little bit. You can kind of see a little bit. You are inside this tent, bound up in rope.
So do we see the tent that Nyx is in, did you say?
You believe it's the one directly north of you.
Okay. So alright, then, friends, I will send Morrigan to try to sneak through the top branches of this swamp and see if maybe she can make her way into the tent and release Nyx, who might be able to sneak out as a rat or something, depending on her ability to shapeshift
Yep.
if she still has it.
Next,
I think
you are bound and gagged. So just so you are aware.
yeah, she doesn't even need to get in touch with Nyx. We just need to confirm where she is.
That works too. Yeah, I can just confirm that. All right, I will send Morrigan, who I do not think actually has dark vision, but we can see the torchlight from this tent. Yes.
So all of can you all see the lighted
It
up
looks
areas?
it looks like the trees have lights in them.
Yeah. So there are lights kind of lighting up the village, so to speak. So
Okay.
it is not dark.
It's just like the photo.
Yes.
the
Let me
image.
try something real quick, guys.
All right.
I just realized one of my messages works without me having to see them if I'm familiar with them. So let's find out for sure if she's in that direction. And I'm going to kind of just point the rapier towards where we think she's at and just be like, Nyx, can you hear me? Why did you go away?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this a mental thing? Is this like, or does she have to like speak in order to respond?
Post the spell.
I think it is a verbal response. It's not like sending where you can.
It's verbal, but she can whisper her response.
I remember doing this with Ken's character Bree, where it's like she has to whisper back, and it's like, oh no, she spoke out loud, and she's cursed, so that if she speaks out loud, she falls unconscious.
So, yeah, post the spell.
Hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Okay. Again, Nyx, you hear this message. Wait, wait. It's 120 feet.
I think we're at range.
Yeah, you're out of range.
We shall we move up closer?
So-
if you need to be closer.
You don't get a response, Gallenford. And Nyx, you don't hear anything. As you guys are just debating Nyx, is there anything you wish to try to do? You are tied and gagged.
Let me see. I don't even know if I can wild shape. I don't know if I had to do like a somatic thing or if it's just
I
just
think wild
and then I
shape
turn
is
into it.
just you
I think
do
it's
it.
just a thing. Yeah, you just do it.
Okay, then I'm going to turn into a cat. I'll shape into a cat.
Can you post wild shape?
Yeah, it's
Don't
really
turn-
long.
Don't turn into a cat. Chris will instantly kill you.
That's true.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
very
sorry,
long.
It's really
No,
long.
you're fine.
Sorry.
I just want to make sure that if it's just a thing.
It just says you use your action.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So making sure that the coast is clear and whatnot. You you focus on the primal magic from the earth, and you form into a lion.
Ooh.
No. I'm assuming it's a little house cat.
Yeah, it's a house cat.
Okay.
That looks like a lion.
Is there a cat? There is a cat.
I'm a little green cat.
Let me give you control. God damn it. All right. Nix, you should have control of the cat token.
Okay.
And it should be in your journal and everything.
Gallenford, is she over there?
So,
I don't know for sure. That is quite a far distance.
so again, inside the tent is 5 feet. Outside the tent is 10 feet.
Well, it's our best shot. I think we need to get closer.
Do you? Oh, does the cat have dark? Does not the cat doesn't have dark vision, does it?
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot. I think cats don't have dark
I'm
vision.
not sure.
I remember seeing something somewhere where somebody was complaining about that on like Reddit.
Well, cats
It's like, why don't cats have dark vision?
Well, technically they don't. Well, in real life they're not. But yeah, they don't have dark vision. But you can see light. You can see light out there, so you don't have to worry about dark vision. Here, I'm gonna move your token though, since you're the cat. You're gonna be your token's over here in the corner.
Okay.
And as you are looking around, you hear a slight squeaking noise in the back of the tent, Nix.
I look behind me
And
to
Bucky.
the back of the tent. I have no vision with.
I was wondering where Bucky was.
I can't see anything.
You see Bucky.
Bucky.
And
Forgot about him.
And Bucky sees a cat. A green
But
cat.
I'm green.
Yes, a green
Okay.
cat. So Bucky kind of gets the sense that this is you.
I rub my face on Bucky's face.
Okay.
Is he tied up?
No, Bucky was free. He was crawling through the tent to find you.
Oh, okay.
He pulled out his assassin dagger and was about to cut you free.
Man, I should have let him.
He keeps it in his tail. You don't know how it works, but it does.
So what do you do, Nix?
I peek my head from outside the tent to see if there's anybody guarding the outside.
You peek your head around from the back of the tent where Bucky came from.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of look around with the lights. And it is clear.
Okay. And then I'm going to see if I can exit that way.
All right. Yeah, you can easily get underneath the flaps of the tent and get out.
Okay. I do that. Like I said, I still can't see anything because I don't have vision as a cat, so I don't even know where my token is.
Okay. Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't know where your token is. Okay.
No.
Okay. Here, let me fix this. Vision. Better?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I just had to give you vision, not night vision.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
And then this is Mao.
So, what's the rest of the party doing?
I think we're going to move closer.
All right.
Quietly.
And I commanded Morgan to stay high, out of sight, and go to the nearest tent to see if she can spot Nyx. So that's what Morgan is doing, is just flying ahead.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, are these trees emanating their own light? Or are they lit up? Do they have torches surrounding them?
It's like the glowing orbs that you've seen throughout the swamp, but these seem to be more magical in nature. That you don't think this is it's not will o' the wisp, but this is definitely like somebody placed these lights here for at nighttime to glow.
Okay.
So they're lanterns, not magical effects.
My second question: what time of day is it?
It is nighttime. It is like
About 10 o'clock at night, I
yeah,
assume.
it's dark and it's raining. Yeah.
And do we see any of the spirits or will-o-wisps that we saw previously in this area, or is this area kind of warded off from them?
You see, once you have crossed the bridge and into where those totems were, it seems to be warded off.
Okay, so then I think it would be safe to assume that Caradwin might come to the conclusion that those totems are warding off any of the outside spirits.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will share that with my companions, that while those totems remain active, through whatever means they are, we don't have to worry about any of the spirits wandering in behind us.
Well, we also got here pretty easily. I'm not fully sure those particular spirits we had to worry about more so than these guys here. If it comes down to it, we could destroy a totem, leaving a hole for them to come in and cause a ruckus. Just as a last resort.
That is a good idea. Also, an idea I wanted to pose. I don't know which of you two would consider yourselves the stealthier, but I can cast invisibility and get two of us. If we needed to. Just to throw that out there as an idea, in case we need it.
Not gonna lie, I don't pride myself on being stealthy.
Gallenford?
I actually am pretty skilled in stealth.
Okay. So then if we need to, I might cast that on me and Stig. But for now, I think we should be okay out here in the darkness. I hope. I hope to God.
Have Morgan give me a perception check.
Awesome. I was... How far out would that perception check be going? Should I roll with advantage? Or, sorry, at normal or at disadvantage? Because Morgan does not have dark vision.
This would be normal.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify just in case.
Good. So Morgan perches up on this dead tree, this disturbing tree, and looking at the tent, she sees the two goblins at the front, but she catches something coming out of the back of the tent. She spots movement, and it looks like a green cat with a squirrel.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. What did I hit? Everything started reloading. Sorry. Morrigan knows Bucky, right?
Yes.
They've met. So would Morrigan recognize that is Bucky leaving with the cat?
I would like to say that it is very unusual for a cat and squirrel to be friends.
Morgan, with Morgan's 18, you can safely assume that this is Bucky, and the green cat is most likely Nyx.
Okay. Then Morrigan, having done her job and spotted what she believes to be Nyx, will start flying back and letting us know where they're at. Because that's what I told her to do.
Nyx, what are you doing?
I'm lost. I can't see. I can kind of see, but not really. I'm just moving forward, but I'm not really sure where I am. Like, me as a player, I know where I am, but me as a cat don't know where I am.
Right. You as a character don't know. You're looking around and you're seeing this massive dead tree. In the center of this encampment, and you see a giant log, and what seems to be a big fat creature just kind of perched on it with a big old club and just keeping watch.
Eyes wide. I'm just gonna go forward because I don't know what else to do.
Forward where? Which direction?
This direction.
Okay. Do you have control of the token?
Yeah, I have control.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know how many steps you want. Because I know 30 feet of movement is usually what it is, and so one square is
every
10
square
feet.
is 10 feet.
Yeah. So I'll say that's 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah. You can keep moving, and when it becomes let's just say this: when it becomes relevant, I will make it relevant.
Okay.
Oh, so can we move also?
Yeah,
And
you guys can move. I'm just trying to make sure you each have opportunity to do something since you guys are separated.
Well, as Morrigan returns, I'll tell the group. So Morrigan spotted something that was Bucky and a green cat. So I think it's safe to assume that Nyx did get out. Where did I see that cat at? Was it like kind of behind the tent?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll say.
You just point out the direction. I'll keep
north.
using my message until I get a response.
I think it's just.
Granted, her
north of
response
here.
might be a meow.
Any response is a response.
So I'll have Morrigan go and wait in this second tree while we move forward.
Yeah, we best hurry. If she wanders off, we'll have to chase her down.
Oh gosh, Stig, I'm sorry, I forgot the name of your pet, your dog.
Whiskey.
Whiskey, there you go. Is he here?
He's here.
Oh, I see him. He was just in the shadows a bit. Okay.
I will stop and turn as we're kind of creeping forward and just kind of point towards Beauregard and say, "Stay there."
Nyx and Gallenford. You each kind of, as you're kind of getting more in view of the tree, you both of you kind of feel like a pulling, like a tugging sensation, like you need to go to the tree.
The big tree?
As I get that feeling, I'll turn to Carolyn and just be like, "I know we're here for Nyx, but I think we're in the right spot as well." This feeling I'm just getting makes me think that what we need is in that tree.
When you say that tree, do you mean the big one?
Yes.
And when you guys look at the tree, you get this oozy, uncomfortable feeling radiating from it. Like it makes you unnatural, like you want to vomit black ooze.
Oh.
As long as the black ooze doesn't start singing Toxic Love, we're fine.
Alright, well, let's continue forward for now then.
And I'll just kind of send my message out. Nix, why did you leave us? Please let me know if you're close.
Just a question about how the map is designed. Should dark vision alleviate some of this darkness, or is this permanent darkness?
Your tokens should be emanate. You should be able to see 60 feet from your token.
Okay.
Does the
I do not have
movement,
that.
does the spacing also count for our sight? Where you would like us to only see 30 feet instead of 60?
Because there's lights everywhere, I'm okay with what's going on.
Okay. I was just asking because I cannot see in the darkness in this area, and I wasn't sure if that was...
Oh, that okay. So I forgot you. Okay, you have.
I have the goggles of night vision.
All right, give me 1 second.
Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, perfect.
And as you guys get closer to the edge, you can tell that this is like water.
Oh man.
I do get a response from. I heard a meow. I think she's straight ahead, but I think that's water up ahead. I don't know how deep it is.
Oops. Morgan's just out of range, so I can't see through her eyes to see if I spot Nyx.
I'm gonna send Whiskey back because I don't want him giving our position away, and he is all too happy to go sit with Beauregard.
Oh god, I'm getting real nervous about getting caught here, guys. I'm very scared. Shit.
Nix, I think I see you moving. Just keep coming forward towards the water. And as I say that in the whisper, I'll turn to the others. Okay, game plan if we get caught. I'm thinking we need to go into that tree, but this area seems pretty big. If any groups come at us, we should focus fire, and then if there seems like too many, kind of retreat back to let the faster ones catch up and take that one out and keep that up until we take out all the ones that are chasing us.
When you say
Single them out.
When you say focus fire, do you mean on the closest thing to us or on the biggest thing that's chasing us?
Closest thing to us.
I got the biggest thing.
The closest thing is what you said, Callumford, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my thoughts are the bigger ones are slower and probably won't catch up as fast.
Well, depending on how dry some of the stuff in the swamp is, which I would assume is not dry at all, I might be able to set a few things on fire.
And it's remember, guys, it's a downpour rain right now.
Oh, that is also true.
I couldn't find a rain soundtrack.
Oh god. Caradwin, I will say, is absolutely miserable in the rain right now.
Caradwin?
He does not look happy.
Who?
Caradwin.
Oh, okay.
I just like the idea that you're like, I could probably set something on fire, and then it just goes shh. Just out of nowhere.
So Nyx, you see your friends, your compatriots on the other side of this stream, hiding in the bushes.
I just kind of meow at them. Meow!
Meow, fools! If it's raining, is it loud enough that I could maybe slip into the water without it being noticed?
You can
with all
most
this downpour?
you can most certainly try, but that's a good possibility.
Are we having trouble speaking to each other?
There is a noise with the rain, so yes.
I'm willing to risk it.
Go right ahead. We'll wait here. We'll watch your backs in case something happens.
That that fills me with confidence.
I believe in you.
Look,
All right, I'm going to try and carefully slip into the water and swim across if it's too deep.
Okay. You're stepping in. It's definitely much more muddy, so you sink into the mud and the soot underneath a bit. But you're able to walk across. It is about chest deep.
Okay, I might just basically get up on the surface so I don't have to be weighted down by all the muck.
You rolled deception.
Yes, because Gallenford filled me with such confidence.
Oh.
I'm gonna
The thing-
deceive the fuck out of this water, dude. It's not gonna know I'm stepping in it.
Yeah, water doesn't even know I'm there. I'm a leaf on the wind.
And a log stabs you in the back.
Maybe
Oh,
you
I
should
didn't see
invest
it
in
coming.
water walk skills.
So I'm gonna spec up this. With it's just my nose above the water. X. I assume I don't have any trouble getting across.
No. You're just covered in swamp water, and you reek of swamp.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'll just use the message spell and just be like, scoop up Nix and come back over this way and we can come up with a game plan.
All right, Squirt. He taps his head. Hop on.
Allenford, you said we need to get to that tree, right?
The large tree. Yes.
I think I might have an idea.
Even you, Caradwin, can feel the dark radiating, the dark magical energy coming off of it. It's unnatural. It makes you sick.
Oh. But I might have an idea of how we can get across. It'll be a slow thing that we do, but we should be able to get there unseen.
All right. I assume Nyx is on my head, so I'm going to start making my way back.
Okay. When you get there, I would like everybody to make stealth checks as the ogre turns to look in your direction.
Oh shit. Ogre? I don't even see an ogre. Oh no.
Ogre, I've never even met her. Do we notice that the ogre is looking this way?
You see the ogre turning around.
I would like to basically hold Nyx hold Nyx and dunk myself underneath.
Is
Okay.
there anything me and Gallenford could duck behind, like roots
You're
or
like
something?
in the bushes,
We're in the bushes. Okay, cool.
but I still need stealth checks.
Okay, does that
I'll
help
even
us
drape
in
my
any way?
cloak over to help with the stealth. Similar to what we did when we hid from the dragon.
What was that, Cara Dwayne?
I was gonna say, do the bushes help us in any way?
I just give me a stealth check.
Okay.
I hope this water's murky enough.
I'm so glad I rolled a 15. I was so nervous.
I need Bucky to give me a stealth check.
Does Morgan need to worry about that? 50 feet up in a tree?
Not for this situation.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
All right. You got you turn, the ogre turns around. It doesn't seem to have, you guys have raised any alarms. But he's still staring in your direction.
Where is he at?
You guys don't see him?
No, I think he's somewhere in the darkness.
I will just say that I'm going to basically stay down for 1 minute and then come back up regardless.
Gallenford, while they're in the lake, I'm gonna whisper to you, I think I have a way to get us to the tree without being seen. And
What's your idea?
so, remember when I went into the flesh mansion?
Yes.
I love
Not
that you
sure if
guys
I-
keep calling it the flesh mansion.
Well, that's what it was.
I'm not sure if I told you, but I found these crystals. That let me cast spells through them, as if I was casting them through my own means. I can cast invisibility on 3 of us individually, freely. 1 with the crystal, 1 with the spell, and 1 because of my innate magical abilities.
Is invisibility concentration?
It is, but my goal is that if everybody can get to the tree and find somewhere to hide, then I can cast it on the next person once they get there.
Okay.
So I can cast it on Stig. He gets there. I cast it on you. You get there. I cast it on me. I get there. And Nyx, potentially remaining as a cat, might be able to sneak through on their own.
Well, technically, if someone is holding Nyx and has her covered like in a cloak or something while invisible, that would hide her.
Then that's another way that we can do it as well. So we might be able to get there unseen. It would take a while, be very slow, but
So what we do.
So the ogre, if you guys couldn't tell, the ogre has moved further down the logs, the bridge.
so we just hear the thumping in the distance away.
Yep.
I'll just whisper to Stig, you can move back forward this way. I think it's safe.
Alright, Stig will surface and he will basically lift the cat out of the water just to make sure that Nyx has air.
Nyx and Bucky are not. You know, you've seen those photos of the wet cat.
Yeah, that's why I say I basically just hold her down as I go under.
There might be a problem with your plan.
Uh-oh. That is?
Once you recast invisible, the one who got over there will be visible finally, and who knows if there's a spot for someone to hide.
Yes, it does rely on the fact that there will be a place for them to hide. That would be the only thing. But if we send somebody over there initially to scout, that is invisible, they might be able to find a place and let us know. By some means. I mean, invisibility lasts for an hour, so we have plenty of time to scout around and look for a place to hide. Outside or inside or even under the roots of the big tree. And then let us know, and then go back, and then I can cast it on the next person. Like I said, it could be a very long process, but it is a way to get there, and it doesn't burn my biggest resources.
Stig creeps up and he holds Nyx up and goes, I got Nyx.
Nyx, it is so good. I hug the cat. I just grab the cat and I hug it.
Stay, you're holding a frog. No, I'm joking.
She's a frog now.
No, it's Nyx.
I just imagine that it's like she's not green, she's now mud brown. And just absolutely caked in mud.
Well, I am pretty stealthy. I guess if you cast it on me first, I can attempt to stealth up and check. And thanks to my message cantrip, I can try to communicate back.
Wait a minute, we got Nyx. Where are we going now?
Did
The
we not tell him
tree.
about? Did we not tell him about the deal with the maybe God, maybe not thing?
We did.
Oh, we
In
did.
one of our long stories.
Oh, you think this is the place?
Yes. I'm getting a strange feeling about the tree.
Stig will look at the cat and he goes, are you getting that same feeling?
She nods.
Sig, even you feel uncomfortable in the presence of this tree.
I've felt uncomfortable ever since we stepped into the swamp. Stig will go, yeah, she also gets a feeling that you guys need to go to the tree. Stig looks down at Nyx and goes, how am I supposed to know where they are? I haven't been here before.
She just shrugs.
See? It was a stupid question, you knew it. But that's okay.
Okay, so it's worth a shot. Worst case scenario, I'll be able to count how many obstacles we have, and I'm sure I can outrun them.
Okay. Then I will pull out one of those crystals that I got. And
Before you do anything, perhaps we should find a more secure location than just out in the open.
That is a fantastic idea.
Maybe behind this tree over here.
I was gonna say maybe we can hide inside the log, if it's open on this side.
That's a better idea.
That log is not open.
It's not, but we can at least hide behind it, and the roots or branches potentially.
Those are those are the branches of this big tree right here that you're next to.
Okay. Well, we can at least hide behind the logs at the very least, if necessary.
What's Morgan doing?
Morgan's gonna fly over to this tree and kind of keep an eye out. Morgan does not have dark vision, so is kind of staring into the darkness, but just keeping an eye on.
Can Morgan not see?
Morgan can only see based on the light, which is why I asked earlier about that perception check if dark vision was necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, or how far the perception check was meant to be, because she's only basing her sight off the lights on the trees and the tent here. So Morgan's gonna hide in this branch and just keep an eye out around the tree here to see if anything pops up.
Okay. I mean, if you can see where the lights are, I mean, Morgan can fly around.
Yes, but I'm nervous about, like you said earlier, a single raven being caught and somebody being like, "That's not right." So for now, I'm just keeping Morgan close. And since there are these big chunks of darkness, I don't want to send Morgan out to scout without knowing what's out there.
Okay.
I only have one thing of incense. I can't send Morgan out to die and then send her out again. I'm a little nervous about what might happen. But if we all feel comfortable, I'll take out that crystal now. And are you ready, Gallenford?
I am. Should I keep Nyx with me now, or should we wait till after I scout a little bit?
Perhaps we should wait just in case. Well, actually, I don't know. It could be good to have Nyx in case something does go wrong. And then maybe at least having two of you would be better than just you on your own. I'll look at Cat Nyx. Do you want to go with him or wait here? One meow for yes, two for no.
She's willing to go with him.
I'll reach my hand out and make sure if she jumps into my hand that I cover her with the cloak before the invisible's cast.
Alright. Then I will pull out that crystal, open my spellbook to the page that has invisibility, the invisibility spell in it. Set the crystal down, take the crystal in one hand and press it against Gallenford, and on the other hand I'll read the incantation. And have the magic kind of flow through me into the crystal and then into Gallenford. And you are now invisible for an hour.
Question. What is that crystal? And where'd you get it?
Did we tell you about the Flesh Mansion? I found it in there. And what it does is it allows me to cast spells through it. So I have 3. This one is a little bit more powerful, but the other 2 let me cast lower level, more novice level spells through them. This one I can cast slightly more adept level spells.
Okay, I'll message back once I get a good distance. What I see.
Good luck, and if in the worst case, just run. You are invisible for as long as I keep concentration, so you should be able to at least escape their sight in the worst case scenario.
I am moving quietly as I'm moving through this.
Okay. Okay.
Can I climb onto this large fallen tree?
Yeah, it's like a bridge to get across. So it's easily the climb. You don't need. There's no check or anything like that.
And now I see. I'll kind of message back. This giant log is a good way across this water stream, but there is a giant ogre on top of it guarding it. And FYI, to the right is one goblin scout that I spot.
Give me a stealth check as you get closer to the ogre.
And once I get there, I'm going to try to quietly slide down now that I'm past the water part.
Okay.
One tent spotted. 2 goblins guarding the entrance on the left end of the bridge.
What's the range of message?
120 feet.
120 feet.
Okay. Oh wait. What's the is the cat with you? Are you with him, Nix?
Nyx is with me.
Oh,
She's inside the cloak. I'm covering her.
one second, guys.
Yeah, Caradwin, I thought that your mentor talked about them being fragments of Cthulhu mind. And I thought he confiscated something.
He confiscated something else that I got. So I found like a bunch of crystals. 3 of them I could use for magic. And then one of them was I think a dark crystal that I absorbed that mind fragment in, and then I gave it to him. I don't remember him taking these. Maybe I should clarify that with Chris just to be safe. In which case I'll just use the spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
But that was something else, I know for sure. Because like I said, I found like a whole bunch of crystals. And one of them absorbed a piece of Cthulhu's mind.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you were still toting around Cthulhu mind.
No, that was 100% confiscated, for sure. That would have been really bad, but it potentially could have given us something to bargain with this witch for.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on where her worship lies.
All right, I'm back.
Chris, one thing I wanted to clarify with you. When the crystal that I had the piece of Cthulhu in was confiscated, he didn't confiscate my spell crystals, did he? The ones that give me extra spell slot?
Just that one particular crystal.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because that's what I cast invisibility through was my 2nd level spell crystal. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm realizing I'm probably definitely out of everyone's range for communicating, but I also notice I am coming up on the entrance to this giant tree. I am going to continue sneaking just to make note of anything else near this entrance, and then try to take a peek to see if there's anyone inside.
Chris, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
From here, do I hear anything?
Give me a perception check. All you hear is the rain.
Oh man, there's a slight chance we could just walk in there and find it, but I feel like it's not going to be that easy. Oh, I'm going to, and I'm talking to Nyx this whole time, I'm going to sneak back where I'm in range and try and whisper back to the others to see what they think.
Meow.
Give me a stealth check.
I was just about to say, as I'm going right this way, I'm going to try and tiptoe around this guy. Since I'm invisible, is it at advantage or regular?
With advantage. I forgot your. So. All right. You believe you have not caught the goblin's attention.
How heavy is the rain right now?
It's a heavy downpour. I think. Have you ever been to Florida?
Yes, it's been a long time, but yes.
Oh, I'm remembering our little trip to NASA.
Yeah. Think of it. It's like a downpour rain where just if you're outside you're just soaking wet.
Okay.
This is like Matrix Revolutions with Neo fighting Agent Smith.
Fair enough. I've been in rain like that in Boston for sure.
You can drink the air.
I think this was where I had to be last time to still be able to reach out to them. So I'll just whisper to, message. Oh,
Well, don't
I see
forget the distance is doubled right here, so
Oh yeah, that's
this
right.
technically is 120 feet.
Guys, So far, there's not too many obstacles on the way to the entrance of the tree. I couldn't tell if there was anyone inside, but it looked like it might be empty. What are your thoughts?
Personally, I think if it's empty, that's our best bet of where to drop the invisibility. I can send Morgan to the door entrance to see if you've made it in, and then once you're inside, I can drop it. And then me and Stig can head in.
The ogre's moving. I won't lie, I almost think it might be wise to take him out.
If
Are
I
you
can,
talking to Callanford? Has he made it to the tree yet?
yeah, the ogre's right there, on the trunk.
Okay, I'll trust what you're saying. We'll head inside, have Morgan go to that entrance as well. Just have Morgan watch that entrance, just in case there's anything magical that might reveal us as we get there.
I'm gonna, because Morgan is within range for me to communicate telepathically. I'm going to tell her to fly a little loudly in the branches out this way, maybe to try to draw the ogre's attention towards any rustling in the leaves in the trees.
You can definitely tell there are no leaves in the tree.
Oh, to any branches in the tree that she's kind of nicking on her way to through them. Just trying to cause a little bit of noise to move the ogre maybe away from us. Morgan can't see. She's just flying to the light and hopefully hitting something.
No, you're fine. Have more. Okay. Have Morgan give me like a stealth check with disadvantage.
Stealth check with.
Since you're trying not to kill Morgan, but you're trying to cause a distraction.
Okay. And I will do that. It is a dex at disadvantage. It's a 5.
The rain seems to not help at all in this situation. The ogre does not notice Morgan flying.
Morgan will start cawing a little bit as well. And then kind of fly over to the tree over here. And land in some branches. Oops, not inside, on the outside.
Okay. You definitely catch the ogre does definitely catch attention, and he's looking up as he hears the caw.
I kind of whisper into the cloak. Brace yourself, Nix. We gotta sneak past this goblin.
Give me a stealth check. With advantage.
I'll look up at Morgan if I could see Morgan and just whisper, "We made it. Give us 30 seconds to get inside, and then give her the go ahead."
So when you enter this this hollowed out cavity in this tree, you are greeted with a pungent smell of decay. You look over to the right, and you see rotten food on this table, meats and pies and pastries, just rotten stuff. There are a variety of things hanging from the ceiling of this structure, and there's broken down tables and chairs for sitting and whatnot. You see a couple. You see. You can't see past the walls, but there's a wall here. It looks like there's indicating that there are rooms, and to your left it seems to be some sort of arcane circle, and it's just your body crawls with unease.
First, I want to make sure I kind of get out of sight of anyone outside that'll see us. So I'll tiptoe this way and make sure I look in every direction to make sure there's no one else in here.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's an opening right here. Do I see anyone in there?
You don't see anybody in there, but you do see lying on walls and shelves are a bunch of trinkets, and you see like a pedestal and some books and what seems to be some sort of basin.
Said basement?
Basin. Like a stone basin. Nix, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of stepping on. Is this a carpet or
Yeah.
is this a table?
In the center of it is there's a like a table.
I jump on the table.
Okay. This is very your typical. It seems like this is a very a hag's hut, but much more. I don't know. It seems like this would be like a typical witch's or hag's hut.
Bottles
Okay.
everywhere.
I'm gonna whisper to Nyx, look for anything that stands out. Something that, well, the voice said we would know it when we saw it. And I'm also gonna try to scribble down this arcane circle that's on the ground that we see.
What do you mean scribble down?
I have a notebook. I mean, I'm trying to
He's
write
sketching
what I
it.
see.
Give me either an intelligence check or a dexterity check, because this is a very complicated arcane circle. Yeah, you're just flying through it because of goddamn. You are able to copy this arcane circle into your notebook.
Okay, after that, looked like Nyx was heading to the room on the other side, so I'm gonna go where I saw the basin and see if what we need is in there. And I'm just kind of watching to see when the invisible drops on me, I'll look in the basin first.
First, Nyx, this is you see a nice. It is a bed. It is broken down, covered in moldy blankets and hay and whatnot, and there's a fur rug and whatnot, and you kind of sniff it. It just reeks of nastiness. Galliford, in this basin you see is filled with a dark crimson liquid, and you smell iron radiating from it.
Oh, that stench does not do it for me. I will. Is that.
There's some sort of altar right here, and there's like a bookcase with just lined with books and what seems to be a ton of trinkets.
I'll look at the bookcase first, and I'm skimming through to see if anything stands out.
You got to be a little more specific. A lot. This whole bookcase stands out.
So I'm kind of like if you're at the library and you're like pulling them out, and I'm hoping they have like titles or something on them. If they don't, I'll kind of open it up to take a look inside. I'm looking for. The voice said I would know it when I saw it. So I'm hoping I get a vibe from. If it's a book, if I get a vibe from one of these books as I'm going through.
As you glance around, nothing is catching your attention. Nothing's standing out like this is what I need. Just by a glance of the book, what's on the bookshelf.
Okay, then I will go to these trinkets. What trinkets do I see on here?
It's just.
Are there a lot?
Yeah, there are a variety of like trinket like things. Again, nothing's almost like this is not what I'm looking for.
Okay, so I'll move over to this altar.
When you turn around and on this altar you see a black leather bound book wrapped in a chain. And the leather bound and the leather, it looks like is like patchwork stitched together.
That looks like it might be it.
And you get this sense it's radiating dark magic. Like you could almost see it kind of seeping through the pages of this closed book.
This must be it. So I don't want to touch it with my bare hands. So I'm going to reach into the bag of holding to pull out one of my old traveler's clothes. And I'm going to try and wrap that around it to pick it up and kind of tie it and then put it into the bag of holding.
Okay.
I'll then whisper to Nyx, I think we got it. Man, I kind of wish I didn't tell them to drop the invisible, because we could have just snuck out of here.
Well, actually, I haven't dropped it yet because me and Stig are talking.
And that gif I sent is basically Stig's mood right now.
Yeah, honestly, I feel that, dude. Karen is exactly the same. Because one thing I realized that I didn't pay attention to before is that my ability to see through Morrigan is also only 100 feet. Not just the telepathy. So, technically, I don't know that Morrigan knows that they're safe inside.
You just keep getting a busy signal.
Yeah, basically. So I'm kind of waiting, like, maybe Morrigan will come back.
You got no bars.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't tell Morrigan to come back. I don't know if she will come back on her own. Maybe they'll tell her to come back? I don't know what's happening.
And on that note, we're gonna take a quick break.
Okay, perfect. I'm running to the restroom again. Too many water bottles.
Yeah, same here. I drink a lot of water. BRB.
It's so quiet.
I know, right?
You're all going to die down here.
If this wasn't such a scary situation, Califer would probably leave like a carving saying, "The Meddlers of Mischief were here."
I'll do that.
I'm too scared to do that.
I think we're just waiting on Carla. Milo, what? Help out. All right. Quick sound check. Carradine? Stig?
I'm here.
Gallenford?
I'm here.
Nix?
Here.
Carradine?
I'm here.
Okay. What is Carradine and Stig doing while the other two are exploring the tree?
Being miserable, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I don't want to do anything unless... Well, I am a little concerned, Stig, because I can't see through Morrigan right now. But I feel like we would know if something bad was happening, right?
If they were found, I'm sure the alarm would be raised and we would know it.
So should we stay here? Or should we go invisible ourselves and try to go to the tree?
We go to the tree, then Gallenford won't know where we are, and then we're just both wandering around invisible, looking for each other.
Okay. So then... Okay. I'm okay with waiting here until maybe we hear back from him.
That was the plan, so I guess we'll stick to the plan.
Gallenford and Nix, what are you guys doing?
So I would have scooped Nyx back up, and if a minute goes by after my first initial thinking 30 seconds and it would have dropped, then I would start sneaking back out.
Okay. Stig and Caradon, give me perception checks.
Uh-oh. There it is.
Caradon, you notice some what seems to be torches outside the encampment coming in. Like somebody's returning to camp.
From back in this corner?
No, back in the middle.
Down here.
Yeah, down in that direction.
Okay.
They haven't reached that area yet, but they are approaching. It seems like they're making a beeline for the tree.
Okay. How long? It hasn't been a full hour yet, I would imagine.
No.
Okay.
I would say with the back and forth and the stealthing, it would have been about 30 minutes, though.
Okay. Then I will let Stig know what I've noticed. But I'll say Gallenford should still be invisible. He should be okay. If they get close to the tree, I think he might hear or spot them.
Caradon, give me another perception check, since you're the one that spotted them.
Alright. Oh. Damn.
There are three figures that stand out. Two very large, they're about the size of a medium creature, muscular, covered in tats, and they each have their own unique set of weapons. But the one that stands out to you in the middle, it looks like this hunchback old crone with a staff, with a wicked staff.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
I would so like to make my stealth check past this goblin now.
Hold on. So, Caradon, that is what you see.
Oh, shit. I don't know if they're out or not. I don't know if that signal would work even if I did it. Okay, I'm not going to do anything. I don't think that would work, because I don't know that they're... Well, actually, noticing them, then,
Morgan.
if they're out here with torches, and this is lit, can I see Morgan from over here?
Yeah, you could if you could peer out.
Oh, but I don't see Gallenford because he's invisible.
Yeah, you don't see Gallenford, but yeah, Morgan is sitting there watching the entrance.
And I can't tell Morgan to do anything. Oh my god. And even Gallenford may not even see Morgan. Okay, yeah, I don't think that'll work.
Stig, you see Caradon start to panic.
Relax.
Yeah, these are the exact thoughts running through Caradon's head of, fuck, that won't work. Fuck, that won't work either.
Stig is wringing his hair out of water, and it is just like a wash rag.
Gallenford, give me a stealth check. Hold on.
Was that my go ahead?
Yep.
I see the ogre move. I'm like, shit. I gotta wait for him to move before I can climb back up the log. I'll wait there as I'm watching the ogre, but I'm hoping the others are still where they were, and I'll just whisper back, "We got what we needed. We're just waiting for the ogre to move so we can climb back up and cross over to you."
I might be able to get him to move. I'm going to... Oh, I just posted a second ago. How does this work? So I can, I think at any distance, as an action, you can temporarily dismiss it. Then I can cause it to reappear within 30 feet. So I'm gonna make Morgan vanish, and then give it a couple seconds to see if the ogre's gonna move on his own.
Okay.
But if he looks like he's kind of staying there,
He's given that, he's doing his round, so he's walking back down. He's looking around. And he's scratching his rear end.
okay. But he looks like he hasn't like spotted anything.
No.
Okay, then for now I'm just gonna make Morgan vanish because I can do that from it looks like any distance. It's
Yeah,
just
you
an
just
action.
banish your familiar.
I can do it temporarily, yeah, and then resummon them within 30 feet. So if I need to, I will hold my action to summon Morgan 30 feet out, ideally near the water, and try to cause a distraction over there if the ogre looks like he's getting a little
Comfortable.
or if he looks like he's spotted something.
As you're sitting there debating, everybody hears what seems to be some sort of horn go off. This does not seem to be like a alarm. It seems to be like an announcement. Somebody is returning to camp, and it gets the ogre's attention, and he starts to run.
Well, Stig reflexively grabs his glaive.
No, it's okay.
As I see him run, I'm climbing onto this and going across as quietly as possible. Make sure Nyx is still in my arm.
Stig, don't draw your weapon yet. I spotted a return party out to the southeast of us.
They better get back soon if they don't want to be discovered.
Right behind you.
They're close. There they are.
No.
I hope you didn't actually yell.
Gallenford, we need to leave. A return party with what looks like a hag just came back. So we need
Oh
to go.
shit, she might notice that something's missing. We should go now.
we need to fucking dip, dude.
If it helps, I don't think things in other dimensions can be found, and it's in the bag of holding. And because of the earrings, we can't be scryed on. So we're good. We just gotta
Yes.
go quick.
Okay, let's go.
As
Morgan is in a pocket dimension, so Morgan's fine.
we start getting up, and Stig goes, I got none of that. Let's go.
And don't worry if you're not dropping this. I'm just following you.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of leave it just in case.
As you guys are rushing,
Nyx is still with you, right?
Yes, Nyx, do a quiet meow.
Meow.
Oh, that's adorable. Let's go.
So as you guys are rushing, still being careful and rushing back towards Beauregard, and Whiskey, you guys make your way back towards the entrance that you came. You are at the bridge.
We're at the bridge.
The bridge
Oh, the
that-
one that we crossed across the river.
Yes.
Okay.
Not, yeah, to get to here.
Yes, to get to here, with the totems and everything.
The moment
So,
we cross these totems, we're kind of going to be in a danger zone.
That's true, but we can't camp right here, and I know we're all tired and everything. I'd rather risk
You
those things than.
you're still on the totem side of the bridge. You haven't crossed yet. You're still on the side of the village.
Yeah, we don't want to be here. So we're probably going to risk the flaming skull things. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Do you have to take so long to put that hut up?
I can do it, but it'll still take time. I think it only takes a minute though.
And you don't have it prepared.
I don't have it prepared. That's true. It would take the
10
11
minutes?
minutes to do.
11.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a minute casting time plus 10 minutes for the ritual. So even if I had it prepared, it would take a while, but I do not have it prepared. So it would take a little bit of time, unfortunately.
I remember one time I actually managed to cast a magic circle, which takes a minute during combat.
Oh,
That's awesome.
you just reminded me. Oh wait, that wasn't Stick saying that.
I will say that Stig saw somebody that happened once.
Speaking of circles, well, actually, maybe I should wait until we're safely inside the globe thing. I think we should risk finding a spot and then see if we can hold anything off if it does come up until you cast that. But let's put some distance.
I agree. The further we get away from these totems in this swamp, the better I think we'll be.
If you took something, I'm sure that whoever lived there is not going to like it.
As you guys are discussing this, the lights in the village go out.
What the actual fuck was that? Let's go across the bridge quickly.
Across the bridge we go.
Gallenford, when you cross when you cross threshold from the totems, the eyes of the totems begin to glow.
Don't stop.
And then you see the totems that line the ravine. Each one of them begin to glow.
Yeah, we really need to run.
Okay, yeah. I
Whiskey's
don't know
already
how
on the
that's
other
working
side.
if it's in the bag of holding, but
And you hear a horn. This one is different from the one you heard earlier.
all right. Yep. It's time to run. If Nyx is still in my hand, I have pretty fast movements. I would say Carrot Wing, get on Bone Regard. Let's go as fast as we can, guys.
Yeah, I'm hopping on Bone Guard and I'm running.
Is there room for two on that horse?
Yeah, I'm pretty light. There should be room for at least another person.
Galliford, how are you for movement?
40 normal, so I can do 80 feet double moving.
Well, you outstrip me, at least for now.
Yeah, I'll get on Bone Guard with Stig then, but I'll keep as best of a pace as I can with Gallenford at that 80
And
feet.
hope. I don't know if we're still invisible or if it already wore off.
But less than an hour, so I suppose that
Yeah,
depends.
it would have worn off by now.
Okay.
As we're running, though, I will like try to whisper in my head, "Whatever your name is, we
1
got
second,
what you
guys.
wanted."
You're off the hook. We can get that.
All right. Hold on. I'll be right back. I get it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, hopefully whatever this thing is that asks us to get the book will just like, and you guys are safe. I doubt it would, but it would be nice.
If only we had a potato.
If only we had a potato. Deus Ex starch.
I just love the idea that Nyx hasn't done anything. She's just being carried by Gallenford. And I assume she's still soaking wet.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I had to take care of something.
All good?
So you guys run off into the darkness.
Yes.
How do you guys run all night? What do you do?
I think since Gallenford is the one on foot, I think he gets to decide when we stop.
Um. Well, this was our second day in the swamp.
This is like your third day.
Third
or
day,
so.
I think. Like day 2, we had to find Beauregard, and then like the third day, we had to fight the plant creatures.
And you guys have not had a long rest yet. After that,
Um. I'd say if we get to a point where we don't hear footsteps chasing after us or anything, definitely out of the range of those totems, and attempt to bunker down somewhere so we can try to get out of the swamp.
Why don't we say we go until your invisibility runs out?
well, it's been out.
Okay, then. When Nyx transforms from a cat,
How long does wild shape last?
I think it's half your level. In hours?
So 2.5. So 2.5 hours.
I think.
And if invisible lasted an hour, then so we're running for an hour and a half.
Well, as long as you can keep up the pace. I don't really care about Beauregard.
I mean, Beauregard's all bones. I don't know why he couldn't just run.
Well, he
forever.
does have actual muscles now.
Oh, that's true. Damn.
And I'm a little nervous as to what happens if he needs to replenish his energy. I mean, normal creatures eat stuff. And you may not want to acknowledge it, but I know what he was chewing on the other night.
I think an hour and a half is good. That should get us at least to where we were when Nyx was grabbed, if not farther.
Yeah, you stay in the beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level. So I think that would be.
If you guys
rounded
are
down, so
running
it'd be
for
2
that
hours.
long, you will all gain a point of exhaustion afterwards.
Even us
That's
on the
right.
horse?
Yes, because you're being awake and you're being aware. Even on a horse, you're still. It takes energy.
Except Nick, she's asleep. She's been asleep this whole time.
Next, will gain a point of exhaustion.
Forget what just 1 point does.
Disadvantage on
Disadvantage
all
on
ability
ability
checks.
checks.
There is on the character sheet in Roll20 in the settings. There should be
An exhaustion tracker.
yes, which is really nice because it tells you what you're fucked and what you're not fucked in.
So you guys stop after running for a while. Your guys are breathing heavily. Everything.
At least Gallenford is.
You're all breathing heavily from the exhaustion. What do? It's still nighttime. It's about 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Set up the dome.
Yeah, if you feel this is a good spot, I'll start setting it up.
This is a good spot.
Just keep an eye out. I'm going to re-summon Morgan and have Morgan kind of fly out about 100 feet from the direction we came from, and just not using sight but using her hearing to kind of keep out to see if maybe anything might be closing in on us from where we just came from.
Okay.
And I'm definitely gonna try to camouflage the dome when it goes up.
Everybody give me perception, even Morgan, with your perception checks. Except for Caradwin, you're concentrating on the dome.
Yeah. Should I do it at disadvantage since it's dark out?
For Morgan, yes, since Morgan's relying on hearing.
Okay.
And we all have our exhaustion.
Yes.
So that's a
Oh, shit.
disadvantage.
Well, Morgan's been in a pocket dimension, so I think Morgan should be okay.
Morgan should be fine because it's. Yeah.
But even with disadvantage, I rolled 220, so that's pretty good.
It's still raining, and all you guys see, you just see swampland and everything like that. You don't hear or see any movement. You don't even see the skulls, the flaming skulls and the will-o'-the-wisps.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
It's just dark and unsettling. But after a while, Caradwin, you were able to get the dome up.
Did you want me to... Was it nature I was rolling before? To
Yes.
camouflage it?
Because you're trying to blend in the nature. You're tired.
I hope that does it.
Do you have bone regard in the dome?
I would say yes. We don't want to leave anything out that might draw attention to us or seem out of the ordinary.
Well, I was actually gonna have Bone Regard as much as it can disassemble itself outside if they can. If not, then yeah, Bone Regard will be in the dome.
With the new muscle and sinew on its bones, it won't be able to disassemble anymore.
It tries, and it is very disturbing.
It contorts. It's like watching like a guy trying to get into, being able to fit into a suitcase.
It's like Stretch Armstrong.
But I mean, he can bend, like a guy, and you could just kind of hide him. But unless you want him in the dome.
It's ultimately up to you, Caradwen, but I'm worried someone might see it and think it might be something to draw them to us.
I don't mind keeping him in the dome. That's okay with me. That is fine as well.
You guys can go ahead and sleep. I'll take first watch.
Okay. Hopefully this voice answers in my dreams. As I say as I start to drift off.
Okay. Stig, give me perception. Give me a perception check.
Whilst doing whiskey.
Hold on.
Gerdwin, do you have Morgan on watch too?
Yes, Morgan is also on watch.
It's like a
Probably.
sentry camera.
Yeah, basically, but one of the cameras without any of the night vision stuff, so it's just gray.
Give me the perception
Also
check real
looks-
quick.
Yeah, I'll do it at disadvantage. 12 is not bad, actually.
Would hearing or smell come into play?
Not for this case. No, you're in the dome.
Also, it doesn't affect Morgan in any way. Hearing or smell, it's the same perception.
You guys you don't see anything, or you don't hear, see, or anything in the darkness that as of right now. And with that, unfortunately, we're gonna have to end the session. I have to leave for a job in Everett.
Oh.
So I'm gonna stop the recording.